Suzanne's Paparazzi Jewelry, 24/7 shopping available. 160920 is the code. Show her some love, like she showed us. K&A Custom Crafts on Facebook. Well, hello tonight, everybody. It's J-Mac, the bearded one, here with you. Ace took the night off. He's off doing some other stuff to better himself, and we wish him all of the best of luck on that. We know you're watching from afar, and we hope that we do well for tonight. So to start out tonight, I want to say that we're doing something a little different. We are asking for, and I get everyone is kind of, with COVID, everyone can do what they can do, and I understand that. But I'm just asking if everyone can help out tonight. We're doing a shoe drive for all of the people that were devastated by Hurricane Ida. We have a bunch of kids that are out there from Hurricane Ida, refugees, if you will, that just, they need some help. So if you can contact any of us, if you can help out in any way, we're asking for donations, shoes, clothes, whatever you got. So please help out if you can. We appreciate y'all so much for that. But without further ado, let's get into the show. Applause from the crowd there. Let's get into the show. Let's start out by introducing everyone who's here tonight. The all and powerful Vic. What's going on tonight, sister?
Hold the curtain back. Woo.
My sister from another mister. What's going on?
Oh, just living the good life. Enjoying those sunshine while we have it. Getting ready for Saturday.
Yeah.
I met your significant other last Saturday.
I heard that. I saw the picture. And I was telling Brandon, like, he's Eugene famous now. Because she said she's back there, like, cooking the food, and she hears this, "Shut up, Brandon!" And she's like, huh.
That must be Vic.
And this Saturday, the game's on ESPN, so Mr. Sign's coming out.
Oh, there we go. All right. Of course, we are joined by Big B. One man, could be two. How we... My brother from another mother. What's going on, man?
Oh, no, doing good. Wednesday night, my Sunday, so my work week starts tomorrow. So get to talk a little sports and get to hear Vic say her famous line. So
Only
yes. Only if you... I'm sure that's going to happen, at least once.
Probably.
All right. Well, so it'll be a little different tonight. We're not going to have a top 5 list like we usually do because Ace isn't here, and I don't know where we were at with the top 5 lists, and I don't want to mess it up and go out of order. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to start with a little bit of MLB update. Give you an MLB update, who's in, who's out. So let's just start. Where should we start? Let's just start in the AL East. Up to the minute standings there. Let's just start there. I believe that the Rays clinched a playoff spot today.
That they did.
And so they are the first team in the American League.
which is shocking.
It is shocking. It is. I don't think anyone picked them to win the AL East this year.
Well, not that, but just the fact that Chicago's been 10 plus on their division all year long, and they're not even clinched yet.
Right. Yep. That is crazy. So the Rays lead that division in the East. As soon as my phone decides to pull it up here, I'm sorry. We're having a little bit of technical difficulties, but we'll get there. But I know that they're leading in the East.
They're leading by 6. I got it up.
Okay, yeah. So they're leading by 6 in the East. They are the first American League team to clinch a playoff spot. Who do you see going wild card out of the in the AL?
Well, Boston's 2 games up right now. New York's got the second wild card by a half a game.
I'll go anyone but the Yankees.
Well, I think,
I
Vic,
would like to see Toronto, Seattle. I'd like to see them overcome Boston and New York, but
yeah,
I don't think we'll
'cause
get both of them in.
I think we're going to get both teams from, unfortunately, it's going to be both teams from the AL East, I believe.
Well, then give me Toronto and Boston.
Yeah.
Anyone but the Yankees.
Yeah.
Toronto is a half a
No
game
Yankees.
behind the Yankees for the second wild card spot.
Yep.
But Toronto's been playing some good ball, so hopefully they can continue that and get in the wild card spot. The Mariners and the A's are the only other two teams really in the running for the wild card. They're 3 games behind. Other than that, you have the Indians are the only other team that are not eliminated from playoff contention, and they're 10.5 games out of the wild card. So
I don't understand how that's possible that they're not eliminated yet.
they probably will be after tonight, but
Yeah.
tonight's games are not over, so they can't be eliminated yet. I do believe the White Sox magic number is down to 2, so that they will clinch their division. And then in the Central, you have the White Sox. We were just talking about them. They're 10.5 games up on the Indians, who, like I said, yes, if the White Sox win tonight, which I do believe they won today, I don't have that up, but they will. Oh, they've lost 2 in a row, but the Indians have 76 losses, which Brandon and I, being baseball guys, Vic may know this too as well, being baseball. How you figure out the magic number, everyone's asked me how you figure it out. Well, how you figure it out is you look at the team that's below you and how many losses they have. And that ultimately gives you how many wins they can have. So, the Indians
White Sox game and the Cleveland game both got postponed tonight.
Okay. So, the White Sox have 66 losses, which means they could have as many as 96 wins. Now, the Indians have 76 losses, which means they could have, anyone know how many wins? 86 wins at the
86.
most. So as soon as the White Sox win their 87th game, they clinch the division. That's how the magic number works. Because so their magic number basically is 2 because they have 85 wins right now. So either a White Sox win and an Indians loss, or 2 wins by the White Sox gives them the division. That's how a magic number works.
Well,
for anyone that wanted to know.
If the Indians lose, White Sox win, ain't it over? Because then they'll be too far apart.
Yes. So
Yeah,
it's 2.
okay.
It's 2.
Yeah.
And then in the West, you have the Astros running away with that division. They'll probably end up winning that. They're up 7 games. And so their magic number is getting down there as well. Hello, Christy Wilson. Thanks for joining tonight. And then you go over to the National League, and you have the Atlanta Braves. And now we were talking about this before the show started on how the trade deadline, they are 5 games out of first place. 5 games out. And it's looking like a lost season. They're not going to go anywhere this year. They make trades. They trade away Alex Jackson, Pablo Sandoval, and Kalich, who is our AAA first baseman behind Freddie Freeman. Think about that for a minute. You're playing behind Freddie Freeman, waiting to play. So we trade him away. We get in return Jorge Soler, Adam Duvall, who leads the National League in RBIs, and Eddie Rosario, who the Indians gave up on really, really quickly because the kid is unreal. He hit for the cycle the other night. He's got, 6 home runs since coming over at the trade deadline. Something like that. But Soler has 12 since coming over at the trade deadline. That's insane. Adam Duvall, I can't even give you his numbers, but he's been insane since coming back to Atlanta. And we gave away Alex Jackson, who's now hitting 188 for the Marlins as their everyday catcher. Pablo Sandoval, who probably hasn't had a hit since June and hasn't hit a home run since the first week of April. And then Kalich, who's still in AAA. So that's what we got in return for those guys. Just insane for our return. And we're now 3 games up in the division. And a win tonight trims the Atlanta's magic number down to 9.
9.
You tell me, Vic, so 2 months ago, even a month and a half ago, would you say we'd be sitting here on September 22nd, and we would be saying that Atlanta's magic number is 9.
No, not after we lost Ronnie. When Ronnie went out, I thought it was just a lost season. But Alex Anthopoulos, dude's a freaking savant, man.
Yeah, it's
You
insane.
know, I was looking up Duvall's numbers because last year in Atlanta and this year are almost identical in some ways. That's kind of weird.
And here,
Yeah.
but right, he's consistent. But here's the thing, Big B. This is probably something you don't know because you're not an Atlanta fan, which is fine. You're a Twins fan, but being an Atlanta fan, here's what I can tell you, Vic. This sickens me to my stomach. Actually, Duvall's numbers last year. You looked them up. He was a productive player last year. Very productive for Atlanta. This offseason, he wanted $7 million a year. 7. I didn't say 17. I didn't say 70. I said 7. Atlanta offered him 5. Said, here's 5 or you can walk. He walked. He went to Miami. Miami gave him the money he wanted.
And he was
Guess
producing for him.
And he was
Instead we
producing
paid-
for him
Instead, we paid Ozuna money that I regret
$22
now.
million a year for him to break his finger and then go beat his wife. Yeah, so that was great on our part for doing
Great signing,
that.
yeah.
Great signing. So hopefully we can get out of that and we keep Duvall. Man, could you imagine an outfield next year where we had Acuna, we got Duvall in center, and we got Eddie Rosario in left, and then we have Soler who can play all 3 positions in the outfield and plays DH if we go to DH next year. That's insane. That's an insane
Crazy.
outfield right there.
And then our infield is just ridiculous.
Yes. So 3 games. There'll be 3 games up. The magic number will be 9. The Phillies. They've played. They've played well. I gotta hand it to them. They have played well. They've stayed in the race. They had it all the way down to 1 game, and then they lost a couple, which kind of stalled them out for that. And then of course you have the Mets, but the Mets are falling. They're now 7.5 games back in the division.
And I wonder who called that one.
They're toast.
Yeah, yeah.
Which one of us called that one there, J-Mac?
Right. And then you have the Marlins and the Nationals, who have both been eliminated from playoff contention. In the Central Division, you have Milwaukee, who's already clinched a playoff spot. Their magic number is 3 with St. Louis because they're 8.5 games up in the division right now. So, and Adam Barber, thanks for tuning in. That's Ace watching us. Cincinnati is 13 games out. They cannot win the division. They're still in it for the wild card. Kind of crazy, but they are. They're 4.5 games out of the wild card at this point. The Cubs and the Pirates both been eliminated from playoff contention. Shocker. I don't see anyone saw that not coming. In the West, you have the Giants and the Dodgers, who could both win 100 games in the division. That's just stupid. That's stupid.
Oh, it's crazy.
Stupid. And they're 1 game apart. The Giants are leading the Dodgers by 1 game. Listen to this. The Dodgers could be a wild card team, and they could be 15 games better than the next wild card team. I mean, that's just dumb.
I have a question for you guys about the Dodgers.
And then hold on real quick, Vic. We will get to your question real quick. The Padres are 5.5 games out of the wild card. They are 21.5 games out of the division, so they are not going to win the division this year.
Toast.
And then the Rockies are hanging on by a thread. They're 11.5 games out of the wild card. They'll be eliminated tonight, pretty much.
Shut up, Adam!
And Baltimore is coming back. You just watch, yeah. And then the Diamondbacks, as we know, have been eliminated from playoff contention since about, June 3rd or something.
I thought it was
They're-
April 1st.
Yeah, I mean, they're 48-103.
It's like flip the Giants record or the Dodgers record, and there you have the Baltimore.
Yeah. It's not good. So there is that. That is our Major League Baseball update. But what is your question about the Dodgers, Vic?
Since the Dodgers have Trey Turner for 1 more year, do they let Seager walk and sign Turner to a long-term contract? because Seager is a free agent after this year.
Yeah, that's a great question.
Turner's younger, faster, has power. Do you let
if I was the GM, I certainly would think about it. I certainly would. I would definitely think about it.
Try to sign them both and keep that team around, but
yeah, I don't know.
Trey Turner's not a second baseman, and he's shown it a few times that he's not a second baseman.
yeah.
Right, yeah, they got to get him out of being at second base. He's definitely not a second baseman.
It's too
Yeah,
skilled.
I think I would. I think I would try to try to sign Trey Turner. I think for sure he's definitely, like you said, younger. Probably got a little bit better, higher on the.
They're losing to the Rockies right now. Really?
He's just as good defensively.
He's probably got a little more of an upside. I'll say that.
And he's got the smooth Hollywood slide.
Yes. Oh, okay. You know what? We're going to skip over a topic real quick. We're actually going to go to this right now since you brought up a slide. Got to ask you a question. Let's just go to this Major League question right now. Should they just abolish replay in Major League Baseball? Because it seems like in baseball this year, replay has been atrocious.
It's been awful.
And just tonight, I mean, of course, I'm being a homer with the Atlanta game, but Duvall slides into second, is almost standing up. The guy tags him, and they call him out. And then they go to replay it, and they call him out again from replay at second base. I'm like, what? This isn't working. It's not working. Tell me if I'm wrong, Brandon, but replay in baseball is not working. It's just not.
No, because nobody wants to admit they're wrong. So that's why they look at it and they'll be like, well, I'm still calling them that way because I don't want to be wrong. So, yeah, if they're not going to fess up and make the right call, then just get rid of replay.
Just have like a third party be the replay, to where they're not affiliated with baseball or with the players or the umpires. Have a third party, non-partial. That's all they do is look at replay.
That's what they do in the NFL.
And make it to where they don't know what the original call was.
Right, exactly. And the NFL does know what the original play was, but I will say that most of the time in the NFL it works. And I'm not saying they get every call right, because that's impossible to get every single call right. But in the NFL, at least you have a guy in the booth that watches replays, and you can signal him to have him send it to New York, where these guys, that's all they do is sit around and wait for replays from games. They're not watching the games. They're not looking at the outcomes. They're not looking at the scores. They're waiting to watch replays, and that's the only way you can do this. I heard in baseball, and the other thing about the NFL is they have all kinds of camera angles that you don't see on TV, that they can look at in New York to make the call. In baseball, I was told at one of the games that the replays that we see on the screen is all they can see in New York for baseball. So what we see is what they see. They don't have any other angles that they can look at. So what's the point of freaking replay then? If you can't see any more than what we could see, and you can't see more than what the ump called on the field, then what's the point of going to replay? It's going to show the exact same thing he just called.
That is true. I mean,
Yeah,
we could do a better job sitting here watching replays all day too.
Yeah, if it stays, then just don't let whoever's reviewing the play, don't let them know what the original call was. Don't tell them they've been called safe. Now prove that they were safe.
That's
right.
Don't tell them.
That's what they need. They need somebody to be in a closet or
You
something.
break it down. Is he safe or is he out? And go by what they call. Don't tell them what it is, so they don't know whether they're changing the call or not.
Right.
I think that's where it ruffles up, if they don't want to change the call.
Exactly. It's like the pass interference call in the NFL. That didn't work either. You're right. It didn't work.
Mm-hmm.
That came a year late, though.
That did come a year. It did come a year late. But you're absolutely right, Vic. I'm sorry to cut you off, Big B, but I was just gonna say she's absolutely right. If you paid, hell, you could pay me. I'd sit in a room all day and watch. I would do it for every sport. volleyball, softball, football, basketball, baseball, all of them. Because I'm sitting in a room and all I'm doing is you send me a replay and I watch it and I tell you, safe.
Yep.
And I send it back to you. And then the next one I say, oh, he's out. Oh, that's a touchdown. That's a fumble, not an incomplete pass. That one, his foot was on the line in basketball. That one, it touched the line in volleyball. Like, if you sat there and just did that all day and that was your job, is just to send out what you saw on a replay, and you don't know what the original call was, that is when replay would work.
That's exactly right. And, Vic, you, myself, nailed it. I mean, it has to be somebody that doesn't see the game to just get a bat signal and be like, hey, here comes the replay. You watch it and be like,
Signal.
oh, it looks like he's out, So,
Batman.
well, exactly. It's got to be something like that, You're sitting
Right.
there watching Saved by the Bell or something, and then you got to switch to a replay. So,
I mean, I'm saying, because these officials, we talk about it, and I get it, because I've officiated games. I understand. You make a bad call, you see something wrong, you don't quite see it, and you make what you think you saw or what you think happened. That's fine. It happens. But do you know how much these officials at the professional level get paid? I mean, most of them don't have another job because they make so much money doing this. NFL officials make six figures a year. Pay me half that. Vic, tell me you would not sit in a room and just wait for a replay to come for $50,000 a year. You just sit there and watch replays for every sport all year long. That's all you do. I would do it in a heartbeat. Sign me up. Sign me up.
oh yeah.
And could I be completely unbiased? Yes, I could. Because if that's all I'm doing is watching replays, and I see what I say what I saw, and that's all I'm doing on every single game, every single sport, I'm in.
Yep.
Yeah.
No, I would do it.
By the way, it's September 22nd, and Alex Baum still hasn't touched home plate. Just saying.
Well, I mean, Odor didn't. I mean, we don't need to get started on that, but Odor never hasn't touched third base either. So I mean, that's.
I mean, people make they make mistakes. They're blocked from calls. They they blink or they close eyes like. They make mistakes.
Oh,
If
yeah,
I
dude.
made a horrible call and I was wrong, I'd want someone to correct me and get it right because it's not fair. Even if it's it goes against my team. I don't want to win cheaply. I don't want to win like that.
Right. I don't want to either. I think the one that always comes to mind, of course, is the fail Mary up in Seattle when it was Green Bay against Seattle when they had the replacement refs. That call was so bad that the next week the fans were cheering for the regular referees to be back. That's how bad that call was. You got one guy calling a touchback and one guy calling a touchdown. It doesn't get any worse than that. That's like the worst one I can ever think of.
That went for my Seahawks, but that was
Wow. J-Mac, we know there's another worse call than that, and you can ask Detroit Tiger fans on what they think the worst call is when Mr. West blew that perfect game no-hitter. So.
No, that was not West. That was
West, you're right.
That was Angel Hernandez.
Yeah, Hernandez, that's right.
Who somehow still has a job in Major League Baseball.
Yeah.
You took away a no-hitter.
Perfect game, I think it was.
Yeah, well, you're right. A perfect game. I mean, you took away a perfect game, a once-in-a-lifetime game for somebody on a horrible call. Awful.
Yeah.
And it was
Adam
so bad.
Jim Joyce.
Doesn't matter who it was. They still have a job at the Major League level. It's insane.
They could have had all three of them there. They probably still would have missed a call.
They probably were all three on the same crew.
That would be something. That would be very bad.
And
Chrissy chimes in, Des Bryant's catch not a catch call.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or the Saints pass interference call that cost the Saints a trip to the Super Bowl.
Yep.
I know. It's so bad. It's so bad. You could go with any of them. I mean, it's horrible. It's terrible that those things have to happen. That those calls change games, and change seasons almost. I
They
think for
sometimes
the
cost people millions. I mean,
I was gonna
they
say
can
millions
affect
or even a job.
well
Yeah.
that it did for the Detroit Tigers pitcher because he was never the same after that. He never ever got close back to that game and the pitching at that level again. So it probably cost him a lot of money and probably his career.
That Adam is right though. Joyce did come out and said that he missed a call, but
But what can you
game's
do
over.
about it after?
Yeah.
I mean, the game's over.
Exactly.
You know, I don't know. We can move on from that one. But
Yeah.
so in the end, let's just answer real quick. What do we think? Should replay stay in baseball, or should they just, does it need to change?
It
Well-
needs to evolve to where it's. It needs a better system. They need a different way to do it. Because however they're doing it now, it's not working. So it needs to stay because they do occasionally change a call correctly. But it's the ones that they don't change that are just blatantly obvious to everyone watching except to the person watching the replay, I guess.
Well, J-Mac, didn't you say there was one today that you were watching where the guy was standing on second and
I mean,
He was second
he wasn't standing, but you could sit there and when he slides in, Vic, we're talking about the one at second base with Duvall, like right before we came on the air. He slides in, his foot's on second base, and you count a full 2-second count. Then the guy touches him and they call him out. Then they go to replay and they still call him out. And I'm like, how do you miss that call twice?
yeah, no, it has to revolve around something like we said where somebody's in a closet or somewhere in a room and they
Lock
sit
him
there
in a
all
closet.
just wait for a replay call. I mean, yeah, and
Yeah.
not
Now-
know what the original call is.
Well, let me ask you guys this though. What if you had, and this is just as an example, I'm not saying it would have to be this way, but hypothetical. What if you had a full-time NFL referee learn baseball rules, and then he runs all the replays? So you send it to him, so he's not on the field. He's never umped on the field. You send it to him, and he, on his own accord, says safe or out, or home run or double, or whatever the
It
call
would have to be
is.
more than one guy because I mean, but yeah, no, I mean, let the officials, crisscross sports and do replays for other sports, and
Yeah,
Because
that way
then you're-
there's no bias.
yeah,
Right. That's what I'm saying. Because then you're literally like, look at this. Tell me if you would have called him safe or out. And then
But
that's
the
really
thing
all
is-
you're asking him.
yeah. But the thing is they got to be told that what the play was, what the original result wasn't. So they can't say
Exactly.
these,
Exactly. But I'm saying, so you're right. On the rules one, as far as the NFL goes, what the rule is, baseball, what the rule is, yes, you'd have to have a second guy that weighed in on those. But I'm talking about these ones like sliding in a second base and you're safe or out. Like you literally send it to, you send it to Ed Hockley in the NFL, and you're like, is he safe or out?
Yep. No,
And he just tells you what he thinks. Like that's, Vic, you looked happy about something. What's going on?
Freeman cranked a homer in the top of the ninth. Braves are up 9-2.
Of course he
time
did.
for Willie style then to come in and pitch.
Shut up, Brandon! And yes, about a minute. Best $5 I ever spent right here. Best $5 ever.
All right. Okay. So let's switch gears a little bit. Let's go over to NFL Week 3.
Woo!
Can you guys believe it's Week 3 already? The NFL season seems to always fly by. By the way,
Yeah.
it seems like it just flies by. I can't believe it's Week 3 already. So what do you guys look for?
We
This?
wait for it all year too.
I know. So what's the most intriguing matchup, you guys, this week for you? Vic, I'll start with you.
Do we have to start with me?
Yes.
Most intriguing matchup. It's the end of the fourth quarter. I'm going to have to say, and I don't want to be biased or anything, but I'm going to say the Chargers and the Chiefs. LA and Kansas City. I think that's going to be interesting because KC's defense is not
Okay.
good. And I mean, we got the receivers and the running backs to light them up. And their offense is good. But if our defense holds solid, I think we got a shot. So I think it'll be interesting to see because they split the games last year, and Chargers almost beat them the first time when they had everybody playing. So hopefully the defense is improved and we can. I don't know. I think that'll be a good one.
All right, Brandon.
It's tough because there's actually two intriguing games. Rams Bucks and Packers Niners, I think, are going to be two intriguing games. And both it's all on the quarterback play. I think can Brady keep doing what he's doing? Can Stafford keep doing what he's doing with the Rams? What kind of Aaron Rodgers are we going to get, and what kind of quarterback play are we getting out of the Niners? So, I think those two games by themselves are going to be highly watched. I think.
Yep. I think those are going to be good games as well. I don't know. I can't go against either of those. I think that I would have probably picked the Bucks and the Rams. Honestly, would have been my game as well. And I'm not piggybacking off Big B, but I just think that to me it's intriguing. Wouldn't it be interesting, by the way, if the Lions could trade for a guy like Matthew Stafford? Like it could change their whole franchise around. It just, it's all those years, and I gotta say, as an NFC North, as a Packers fan, and Brian, a Big B, I think you're going to agree with this. We saw Matthew Stafford twice a year for his entire career, and we knew how good he was. He just played with an awful team in Detroit.
Yep.
And we're being. So us saying that, everyone's like, oh, but you're biased because he's an NFC North guy. He goes to LA and he's lighting it up. Yep. Now, we were all correct in our saying that he was the quarterback that we all thought that he was.
Yeah, I mean, just take the Panthers, situation now with Sam Darnold. What are the Jets thinking?
They're
They
thinking
let him go, traded him, and look
four
what he's doing.
interceptions.
Yeah. Speaking
I saw
of that,
a video on TikTok where some teenage boy, some kid, broke down the Jets offense in one 30-second play. You got your two tight ends staring at each other, one guy coming straight at your quarterback unblocked. All the wide receivers are covered. This guy's holding, this guy's pancaked on the ground. It was hilarious. He ripped them apart in one TikTok video. It's it's gone viral now or something because it was one of Zach Wilson's 4 interceptions too. And it's the receiver doesn't even try to jump for the ball. It's just that breaks down the entire Jets team in that one play of how just utterly horrible they are.
Yeah.
I wouldn't want to be a quarterback there. You're going to get crushed.
I wouldn't want to be a kicker in Minnesota because we can't make it.
Did you see that meme, by the way? It's got the Madden sign. You know how when you used to have to decide which direction it was going in, and it says any Minnesota kicker when they line up, and it's got it all the way off to the left.
Even though he missed it right this time, but still.
It's still.
But there's a meme out there too with the Back to the Future. When he goes back in time, he's like, "Oh, I've seen this one before."
I've seen this kick before.
Yeah, ever since '98.
Yep. That is for sure. That's
horrible.
It is horrible, but it's been a curse in Minnesota. Kicking's been a curse in Minnesota.
If the game's on the line and you put your kicker in there, I don't think they can make a goalpost big enough for us to make it. Because the bigger the goal, the farther left it will go, right?
They should use the pool noodles as goalposts.
Yeah.
So they can bend.
That's the end of the game.
So
that they can end a little bit. They can bend,
I can see someday
inwards.
It'll come down to the game and the Viking kicker kicks it short. He's dead on and it just falls short. That would be the next one. I mean,
Yeah, on the Vikings' luck, there would be a guy down there, and he'd catch it and then run it all the
Run
way
it
back
back.
for a touch.
Like Auburn and Alabama.
yeah.
Right? Right?
That
Something
was
like
the
that is
greatest
going to
thing
happen.
ever. That was so amazing. Not just because
Yeah.
I hate Alabama either.
Yeah. So what else? You know what? Let's go. Let's go. Big B. Who's going to be your standout player this week in the NFL?
Jeez. This week, let me look at the games here quick. You know what? I'm gonna go with Teddy Bridgewater. He's going up against the Jets at home. Why not? Teddy Bridgewater.
He's played. I mean, he's played well.
Yeah. No,
He's played well.
has.
He's playing well. I mean, they've played the Giants and the Jaguars, so let's not get too ahead of ourselves yet.
Yeah, but he could do it.
Don't get too hyped yet.
Right? I mean, yeah. So, Vic, how about you?
I'm going to go Justin Fields because he's getting the start this week against a very, very hungry Cleveland Browns team. So I think Justin Fields is gonna stand out and make it very, very hard for them to put Andy Dalton back in the game once he's healthy.
Or else he's gonna make it very easy. I mean,
Shut up,
Yeah.
Brandon!
huh?
That was
What
good. That
about
was
you,
good.
J-Mac? No.
Oh, who is it for me this week? I'm going to say our standout player of the week this week.
DiNucci for the Cowboys.
Right? That's what Chris
Oh.
would say if he was on the
Chris,
show.
Chris ain't even there.
He's not even there at the moment.
Dang it.
Yeah. But let's see. So who's going to be our standout player this week? I'm going to say Tony Pollard for the Cowboys. He's going to have a second week in a row of 100 yards.
You're just
And-
trolling Chris with that trade, aren't you?
Oh, man, I'm telling you, it's going to happen just because I just think that Zeke is gone. I think he is the guy that's going to be gone.
Yeah. Yeah, he's going to probably be the odd man out with that cap money if he doesn't start producing. So.
Well, they just
That's what
have
I'm
to
saying.
keep DiNucci, then they'll be okay.
There's
I
Chris.
thought,
Chris
I
is
thought we
back
worked
now.
this over.
Oh yeah.
Well,
Yeah,
we
it's all
cleared that
it's
up.
all on DiNucci and his cap, So.
All right. Let's see. What do we got next? I think next we're going to Vic for her history lesson.
Oh,
Vic's history lesson of the week.
I need like a theme song.
Let's see if we find you a theme song.
What do you
Give
got?
me a
What
second.
kind of-
Hold
what
on.
do you got?
Let's I got, you know what? I got something really great for you. Give me a second. I will. Coming to you all the way
Yes.
from Scotland with the bagpipes.
Oh my
Vic.
god!
And then we just see Chris in his deep voice goes, Vic's history lesson.
That was horrible.
It was horrible.
Let's not do that again.
That was kind of the point, though, you know?
To kind of show me never to ask for anything again.
Kind of, yeah.
Okay. We're gonna go very simple this week. We're gonna stay baseball wise, not the Atlanta Braves though. On this day, in 1997, the Seattle Mariners break the record for most home runs in a season.
Wow.
258.
Which was broken last year, or 2 years ago.
Shut up, Brandon! Or we could go 1989. The Blue Jays bat out of order against the Brewers in the 6th inning.
That was
No.
funny.
Yeah. But my favorite one in 1979, Lou Brock, St. Louis legend, steals his 938th and final base of his career.
Yeah. So, yeah. Speaking of stolen bases,
Tell me about it.
Ricky Henderson.
Ricky.
Okay. So,
Greatest thief of all.
right. We know that record will never be broken for stolen bases. Because I heard a stat the other day that someone could steal 50 bases a year for 20 seasons in a row and still not be within 80% of his stolen bases record. Think about that in today's game. That is insane. They'd have to do it for 20 years in a row and they would never even come close.
And the thing is some of the outfielders, infielders, the speed guys are faster than what Ricky Henderson was back then, and they just don't choose to steal.
Yeah, Trey Turner, if he wanted to, he could steal.
Oh, Buxton.
Bases, at least 5 bases a game if he wanted to. If he got on that much. But they don't do it anymore.
J-Mac, you remember when he stole third and then picked it up and, everybody knew he broke the record?
Yes.
What would happen if he would have stole home to break the record? There's no way he was digging that plate up.
Yeah, there was no way. It had to be a third.
That would have been kind of sweet, though, him trying to doggy dig it out of there or something.
Right? Yeah. That would have been great. All right. Big B, we got a WNBA update coming. What's going on?
Too?
I don't know. What kind of music do you want?
No, I'm just kidding.
No.
You need to do like an NBA buzzer or something. But anyways,
do I have? I don't think I have a buzzer. I gotta download. I haven't downloaded any stuff yet. So
okay, maybe next time.
There you go.
All right,
you get applause. Okay.
All right.
He's not
So season's over and the playoffs are about to begin. So we got the Connecticut Suns with the top seed. Vegas with the number 2 seed, Minnesota with the number 3, Seattle Storm with the number 4 seed, Phoenix with the number 5 seed, Chicago with number 6, Dallas with number 7, and New York with the 8th seed. So playoffs start tomorrow, I believe, is the first game.
And they still play a best of 3 series, right?
Well, that's what I was trying to find out. No, it looks like it's a one and done.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because they got the Suns, the Wings of the Sky tomorrow, Liberty Mercury, and then they play again on Sunday. So the winners will play. One will play the Lynx and one will play the Storm, and then that's when. Yeah, I don't know, because on Tuesday, then you got the Suns and Aces. They're waiting on a win. I think
the bottom 4 play each other, and then the winner of those play the top 4 or the top 2. Is that right? Is that?
No, it looks well.
It's like the winner of Dallas Chicago plays Seattle and Minnesota, right?
Yeah, it looks like a Sunday. Oh wait, let me see. So Thursday starts the Wings Skies Wings and Sky, and the Liberty Mercury. And then the winners of those games will go play either the Lynx or the Storm. And then on Tuesday, the winners of those games will go play the Suns and Aces, and that'll be your playoff matchup. The best out of 7, it looks like. So you got two rounds where it's a one and done, and then you go into best of series at the semifinals.
All right.
So the Suns and the Aces won't play. Well, Aces were the number 2 seed. Okay, so Suns and Aces won't play until Tuesday, and then hopefully by Wednesday or something, the Aces will be knocked out. So then Ace can cry about it.
Right. All right.
This is for you. Shut up, Brandon.
Okay, thanks for that update, Big B.
Yeah.
Now we'll go to
just one quick thing about that.
Sure.
Dallas, Chicago, and New York all in the playoffs. That means Oregon's big three of Satu, Ruthie, and Sabrina are all in the playoffs their second year with their respective teams.
God, you just live on anything Oregon Ducks.
I do. Check it out. What up?
When's
Yeah.
the last time? When's the last time Ducks have done anything in college? You know, it seems like they gotta wait till the pros to do something.
COVID ruined our women's national basketball title.
Oh, blame
Damn Rona.
COVID.
The damn Rona canceled March Madness. We were number 2 in the country.
Yeah, you will
Yeah.
lost in the second round.
Well, I mean, but the year before that.
Shut up, Brandon!
Was it? No, it was 2 years before that, wasn't it? That the men were in the Final Four, 2016, right? Yep.
And
And
So,
still walk away with nothing.
We're going in 2020 as well.
all right. So, time for my spotlight player, J-Mac spotlight player. I don't have any music. I got to make all that music. I'll get all that done, and we'll have it on the next show. But
J-Mac spotlight player.
I'll take it. All right. So actually, I have 2 tonight because
Ooh.
these guys are alone for having records, and I'll tell you what records they have. You're probably going to guess their records you don't want to have at this point. But I will tell you, there was a guy who played Major League Baseball. Okay? And I'm just going to read you what he was on pace for. The record that he was on pace for stood at 2,597. Okay? That was the record that he was on pace for. In 4 seasons into his career, he was among the top 500 in this category already in Major League history. He would have only needed about 5 more seasons to break that record. So he would have been 31 or 32 at the time when he broke that record. So that's one. Okay, that's one guy. Anyone know who that guy is? The record.
Adam Dunn.
No, it wasn't Adam Dunn. I would say close, but you probably wouldn't get it anyway. And number 2, the other guy that has a record, is this other guy was the only player in Major League history to hit 50 or more homers in a season and never hit 25 or more again in his career.
Brady Anderson.
Brady Anderson was the second guy. He's the only guy to ever do that.
It's a
He hit-
story.
Yeah.
Brady.
Right? He hit 50, I believe it was in 92?
It was the roids.
90. Yeah, I think it was 92.
92. And then he hit 24 again one time in his career after that. Yeah. So he never hit more than 25 after his 50 home run season in Major League Baseball. He's the only guy to ever do that, by the way. And the first guy I was talking about, the record he was on pace for was strikeouts by a batter.
And it's not Adam Dunn.
It's not Adam Dunn. He
Ron
is the...
Deere?
Is it Sean Casey?
No. This guy was the only guy to strike out 200 times 4 consecutive seasons to start his Major League career. He had almost 900 strikeouts in 4 seasons in Major League Baseball.
Rob
Wow.
No. Mark Reynolds.
Deere? Wow.
You went full on Orioles on us tonight.
I did. Mark Reynolds struck out 202, 211, 216, and 232 times in his 4 seasons in Major League Baseball.
Only
That's how
4
many times
seasons.
Brandon struck out before he met his wife.
Now, those were his first 4 years, so
Wow.
if he had stayed on that pace, it would have only taken him 5 more seasons to surpass Reggie Jackson's strikeout career total. So in 9 years in baseball, he would have been past Reggie Jackson for
Well, I can tell you
strikeouts.
the Twins have a guy that's probably on pace for that record right now.
Yeah, so it's crazy to think about that.
That's ridiculous.
Right. So Brady Anderson, the other list that he's on is he's unanimously voted the number one worst player of all time to hit more than 40 home runs in a season. What an honor. What an honor for Brady Anderson. Congratulations to you. All right. All right. I said we were going to play a game tonight. We're going to play a mystery game tonight. We are not playing the GM game. I'm just putting that out there right now. It won't be the GM game. So
It was Professor Plum in the library with the lamppost.
done. Show over.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you very much.
All right. So the game we're going to play tonight is very simple. Anyone want to have any guess what we're going to do? Brandon's been around for my games before. He knows we played the numbers game. We've played over under.
I would say rapid fire, but we're not at that time slot.
Right.
Are we going to play I Spy?
We've played Who's Better Than Troy Aikman.
I'm better than Troy
Everybody.
Right. Right. So, with that said, we're just going to play a little sports trivia. Didn't mean to throw you all off there. Just some random sports trivia tonight. And we're going to invite Chris on for this if he's sitting there.
He's laughing at us.
So, who wants to go first?
Ladies first.
I said not it. That's what this is.
That's not nice. That's not nice to call Chris a lady, Brandon. Okay, so we'll just start with Chris then.
Okay.
Beauty before age. How about that?
There you go.
Well, then I would have won.
Oh, all right. Okay, Brandon. Okay, Chris, are you ready? Crispy
I'm ready.
bacon.
I'm ready.
Red Eye.
All right. Who was drafted after LeBron James and ahead of Carmelo Anthony? And I'll say this. I know that Ace is watching, and he's hating this question right now.
Oh, I know. I know.
I don't even remember who, so I don't know.
He had frosted tips.
Yep.
Tip. With a P, Brandon, with a P.
But you said it so quick. Oh.
Ace hates
I
this
don't
game
know.
already. Can I go? Can I go?
Yes, Vic, take it away.
Darko Millicent. It's frosted tips.
Darko Milicic, yes. He was taken before Carmelo Anthony in the draft. And I believe if you look at that draft, it was LeBron James, there was Carmelo Anthony taken. Who else was taken in that draft? Chris Bosh. There was
Wade
all
Wade.
these. Yeah, they were all just taken, and then Milicic was drafted by the Pistons.
And who would have Ace drafted out of all those guys?
Okay. Big B, are you ready?
Oh, I suppose.
He's not.
Which actor played Ray Hobbs in the movie The Natural?
Oh, he's a hottie. I know. I just bought it on Vudu too.
Oh, no, and I.
Can I give him a hint?
No.
Damn it. No, I can't think of his name. Go ahead, Vic.
Robert Redford.
Robert Redford, yes. So Vic's already winning 2-0, and we're playing to 5. So she's got a chance to go up 3-0 with her question.
Shut you mothers out.
Something the Oregon Duck fans never said.
You watch it. Shut up, Brandon.
Oh wow. Whew. I gotta get her a tougher one because
I'm a genius.
We can't- Yeah.
My head is full of worthless information.
Well, you are a Ducks fan.
I know song lyrics from so many songs from the 80s, but yet I sometimes can't remember what I walk into the kitchen for.
Yeah, isn't that crazy? Isn't that crazy how many song lyrics we remember and that, but we can't remember why we walked through a door. There's only one door I ever walked through, and I remember what I was doing, what I was going in there for.
Sometimes I don't even do that. I don't remember why I walked to the bathroom. I don't know.
I always remember why I walked to the bathroom, at least, Okay, Vic, here's your question.
All right. Okay.
What sport is dubbed the king of sports?
King of sports?
Yes.
Is it a sport that has maybe something you wear on your head? Probably not. Because it's not a sport that you have something on your head, right?
I can't give you clues like that. You're already up 2-0. I mean,
Well, I mean, baseball's popular, basketball's popular, but I mean, football goes overseas. I'm going to say football.
no. Any other guesses?
I think I got one.
Yeah?
What do you
Soccer.
got?
It is soccer.
Football is soccer.
Okay, you got to clarify, Vic.
Football. Football. It's
Really,
football.
soccer is considered the king of sports. Wow.
Soccer's considered the king of sports, yes.
All right.
Okay. So
Thanks, Nate. Thanks for nothing.
back to Chris P. Bacon.
Life care.
How many total minutes of action are in an average baseball game?
When you say action, is that like...
So action would be, like home
Ball
runs,
hit.
run scored. Yeah, not pitching, not
okay.
pitching, and not regular. Just ordinary outs.
Not like
not a lot.
not like a regular game flow.
Does
Right.
it have
Yeah.
can it be like from this to this, like from 15 to 100 minutes?
Sure. So if an average game is 3 hours,
You got 15
okay,
to 100
around
minutes.
3 hours, that's 180 minutes. So of the 180 minutes, how many minutes is there actually considered action in the game?
I'm gonna say 180 minutes.
180? No, that's not right. Big B? Baseball enthusiast?
Yeah, I'm gonna say about 20 minutes per game.
That's my guess.
You both were really, really close, actually. 18 minutes.
Chris said 180. He wasn't even close.
No, you both were close. Big B
Oh,
and
okay.
Vic, you were both close.
Okay.
You both said 20.
I
You were
added
two
a
minutes
zero. I added
I
a
added
zero.
a zero. He
need
was
to
doing
specify that.
he was doing the Jerry Jones math
Yeah.
there. Add a zero.
All right. Big B, which country has competed the most times in the Summer Olympics without winning a medal at all?
Ooh, I think I saw this.
Ooh. Oh. France.
No. Vic?
Is France a country?
Yes.
I remember them talking about it during when all the athletes were walking in, but for the life of me, I cannot even remember the name. I'm gonna go with Christy. Christy's always right. Christy says Monaco.
Okay, Chris, any guesses?
I was going to say the same thing because I think we brought this up before.
Shut up,
Yeah.
Danucci.
The answer is Liechtenstein.
Oh, wow.
You licked his what?
All
Chris
right.
is not always right.
I'm sorry, Christy. You were wrong, which made me wrong, and I don't like to be wrong.
All right, Vic, here's one for you. How many Olympic Games have been held in countries that no longer exist?
Did you just type in Google what are the dumbest sports questions ever?
No, that would be what Ace does.
Stop me when I get there. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Chris, any guesses?
I'm going 11. That's my
11.
favorite number.
Okay,
That's
Chris
my favorite number.
15.
and Big B.
Don't act like you really have to think about it.
I'll go 3.
Big B. The answer's 3, but it does not list the countries, so I can't tell you which ones they are.
One of them's probably Liechtenstein.
Right?
Well, it would have to be Russia, right? Because they're not considered Russia no more. So that would be 1.
Right. Whose question? Chris's
Yes.
question.
Yes.
What is the only NFL team to neither host nor play in the Super Bowl?
Cleveland Browns.
Nice. Look at Chris. He's on a roll.
He is on a roll. He got
solo rolling.
right. All right, Big B. There are only 2 states in the United States that have yet to send a team to the NCAA. What 2 states are they?
Oh, wow. I'll go Alaska and that's tough. West Virginia.
No, sir. I will say you have one of those correct.
If it's that one that he says, I'm gonna be mad.
Big B? Oh, I'm sorry, Vic.
Alaska and Maine.
You know what? I was gonna say Maine too. I had it on my back of my mind. I'm like, no.
Liar!
Yes. All right, Vic. Chance to clinch it. This is you got 4 points. This is the one.
But not a shutout. Blah,
You will pay for that.
Okay.
All right, what do you got? This is my cheat sheet.
Cheat sheet.
My juicy fruit gum is my cheat sheet.
There you go. Okay. So,
No.
in 1958,
Okay, I wasn't even born yet.
a player was traded from the Detroit Lions to the Pittsburgh Steelers. He claimed then that the Lions would not win any games for the next 50 years. In the next half century, the Lions would scratch up the worst winning percentage of any NFL team. And they're still going, by the way, on that. Who was the player that put the supposed curse on the Detroit Lions?
The curse. The curse of Bobby Lane. The curse of Bobby Lane. Ladies and gentlemen. My friend is a Detroit Lions fan, and she bitches about him all the time.
Yes. So, Vic won our sports trivia game tonight. Congratulations to Vic.
That was almost as painful as the GM game.
Yeah. So that's put us to the hour mark. It brings us to the end of our show tonight. We thank you all for being here. We're going to go around the room. We're going to give everyone 30, 45 seconds. Chris, start us off, man, and go.
Thank you guys for joining and watching, interacting with the show. Make sure to follow Coast to Coast, and we have great shows. Schedule's posted up there, so make sure to tune in.
Tune in,
All
Tokyo.
right. Big B, what you got for us?
I don't know. Like Chris said, thanks everybody for joining, interacting with us. It makes it fun. Check us out all week long. We got tons of shows with different genres for different people. So just keep checking us out.
And the champ, the all and powerful Vic. What you got for us?
I'm doing my Heisman pose right now. Hold on. Yeah, just thanks for watching. We appreciate it. I will not be here Saturday. I'm going to the game. So ESPN, everybody watch for the neon pink sign that says "Shut up, Brandon," because it will be out and about. That's about all I got. I love hanging out with you guys, talking sports, and just chilling. It's fun.
All right,
Thanks
all
to all our
right.
viewers, too. Thank you, Christy, for trying to help me out.
Yes, we want to thank Christy. We want to thank Nate. We want to thank Adam. Was anyone else in there that we missed? Anyone else we missed? I apologize. And I have to say real quick before we go, Nate, stop putting stupid stuff like this up, please. I don't really care. Anyway, because did you know that the Jets have 258 ways to still make the playoffs? Anyway, I want to say good night to all of you tonight. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. However you're watching us, be a great night. For Vic the Chump, the all and powerful Vic, Chris P. Bacon, and myself, J Mac the Bearded One, we thank y'all for watching, and we will see you all another time.